All right, so we're getting ready to edge this property out and get ready for mulch. We've already removed all the plants. After we edge, we can start scalping all this the weeds out of here. But we need to edge first and draw that line. And so Chase came through earlier and he already made this line of where the bed's gonna be. And the reason we put this in here is that it's gonna make it really easy for us to follow. If you don't put this line in here and you're making a new bed, it's easy to get off. You know, it's easy to wobble back and forth and not have a crisp, clean line. So that's why we put this edge in here. So always stay on the outside of this edge, all right? Because if you're on the inside, you're gonna see orange after you're done. So stay on the outside of this edge and you're gonna push straight down and then you're gonna lift up, and you don't have to pull it all out yet. So lift down, push, and that just breaks up the soil as you're going. And then you can make a nice perfect line when you're doing this. And then when you get all the way down through, what you're gonna do is you're gonna move on this side. And you're gonna push in, because we're trying to make a V. And then when we come through this way, and I just scoop it right out, it creates a perfect edge. And now the reason now you're gonna have to go back and you can clean this edge up and make sure that it's perfect before we start putting mulch down. But the reason we make an edge this deep is that when it rains and the rain hits that mulch, the mulch runs in and it's gonna hit this edge before it flows onto their yard. So we're gonna put the mulch in, and the mulch is gonna stop about right in here. We don't wanna fill this edge all the way up. It's gonna stop right there. So when the rain comes, it hits the mulch, some of that mulch is gonna move. And so we want it this edge keeps it from moving into the grass. So that's the purpose of making this edge. And so what I'll do is I will continue this edge all the way down, and we'll do the same thing all the way down and around the corner and make it a nice smooth turn instead of a sharp turn. And that's all there is to edging this bed. Once we finish with the edging, we're gonna haul away all of this dirt, and then we're gonna start scalping out all this extra grass in here, because if we don't get rid of all this grass and all the roots, next year these roots or this grass will grow into his mulch bed, into his landscape bed, and it'll look very unprofessional. So when we're scalping out this, we have to make sure that we get 2 to 3 inches of soil out, because that's how deep those roots are when you're scalping to get rid of all this extra weeds in here. All right.